And now, a thought from man. Today's subject, the season 10 premiere of Fairly Odd Parents. You know, with Fairly Odd Parents now celebrating their 15-year anniversary and whatnot, I gotta say, the season 10 premiere was, it was okay. Not great, not awful, I guess, but definitely meh. I feel like with this one, it should have been an hour-long premiere, because you're introducing a whole new character with a whole new dynamic to the show. So you definitely got to flesh that out and make us get used to it, or let us get used to it. I mean, it's so short, since it's only 30 minutes long, there's not enough time to really get to know the new character. She doesn't even get to know the character she's going to be interacting with a lot for too long. So yeah, it definitely should have been an hour long, and they definitely should have tried to flesh out this new character. She really should have interacted with Wanda and Cosmo and Timmy, of course. I mean, she's sharing her fairies with Timmy, so yeah, she really needed a lot more fleshing out. I do gotta say this, I love the hyperactivity of Chloe. She's just so hyperactive about whatever she's doing that it just, I don't know, that you could say I'm biased towards frickin' hyperactive characters, but I like that. It gives them a bit of personality.
Really? Excuse me, I need a moment alone. I'm good now.
And I also like the fact that she basically is the opposite of Timmy. She's a person who loves doing things for others. But the problem with her is she kind of does it to the point it becomes a problem. It can annoy people. It can end up making something bad happen when what she really wanted was for something good to happen. I like that. Whereas with Timmy, his thing is, I want to do something good for myself, but that ends up being something bad for everyone else. So, yeah, I think that could have a good dynamic. I just wish, like I said, that it was in an hour-long special, and they could have showed that. But, take what you can get, I guess. The whole reason that Timmy even has to share his fairies, that's way too rushed. I mean, it's just Jordan comes in and says, hey, there's a shortage of fairies because of high demand. Like, wait, what? What do you mean high demand? That many children of that? I mean, well, then again, no. Like, there are miserable children in the world. That makes sense, I guess. But it's still kind of just thrown at you. It's like, can we kind of get a little bit more context here? And then another kind of silly reason is also thrown in there. Some of them become models for candles. I'm like, candles? What the fuck? I don't know.
Due to overwhelming demand and fairies taking on better paying jobs in the fancy candle industry, there is a fairy godparent shortage.
So they definitely could have fleshed that out even more, because like I said, this should have been an hour-long thing. I have to say, the reason why she needs fairies, it's nowhere near as good as Timmy's. I mean, for one thing, you don't even see Chloe's parents. Not at all. So you're already kind of asking, well, are her parents neglectful or anything? I don't know. Because, I mean, you see her room, she's got all this shit, and it's like, holy crap. This girl's loaded. She can't be miserable. All this stuff. No way. So that is kind of the problem with this. You don't really get why she needs fairies, and the reason they give is pretty weak too. I mean, her main thing is she's so nice it annoys people, and it can end up being bad for people. Like, okay, that's okay, I'm fine with that. It's just the way you did it wasn't right, because for one thing, she ends up having friends when she comes to Dimsdale. Everyone likes her because she's so nice, and it's like, well, I don't get it. I don't get it. She made friends. It wasn't that difficult for her to make friends. It was pretty easy. So I don't get it. I don't understand how she just have that many friends or anything. She's very nice and people like her. So yeah, there's no reason for her to actually have fairies.
Hey, Timmy! Good news! Chloe is our new neighbor!
Yay! Chloe has a dog with a pocket! I'm feeding a peacock!
Hi, Timmy!
Unless you really went the route of she annoys people so much that she has to move around a lot and stuff like that. She really can't make friends like that. But you showed she easily can make friends because of how nice she is. So you already kind of defeated your point. Hell, she even becomes friends with the frickin' president. I mean, come on. The president. There's no reason for her to be miserable. That's a pretty frickin' awesome life. I don't get it. I don't get it. It makes no sense.
I'm sorry, Mr. President. I'm in class and I can't talk right now. Oh, don't cry. I'll call you during nutrition break.
I don't see why they really tried to use pop culture references now, because the main joke they kept playing over and over again was the duck face thing, and I'm just like, why? You know people don't like those. Those are the most hated ways of taking a picture. They look stupid. So I don't know why. And in fact, it's pretty dated. No one really does the duck face anymore. Because we all realize it looks stupid. So really, there was no point to it. It was useless. And the jokes just don't land that well. So yeah.
Selfie! Duck lips! Selfie with the mole people! Duck lips! BFF selfie! Duck lips!
Photobomb! Quack!
Oh, and the intro. I gotta say, what the fuck? I mean, for real. What was the point? Why? There was no reason to change the intro. I mean, I know you want to add Chloe in there, but this intro, it's not as good. It's like, what the fuck? You could have left it alone. There was no reason to. I get it, you know, new dynamic and whatnot, but I don't know, if you were going to have a new intro, then it can't sound like the old intro, because then we're just going to always compare it to the old intro. You might as well just go the full length and just make a new intro entirely that doesn't sound anything like the old intro.
Timmy's still an average kid that no one understands. Chloe's his new neighbor and she's ruining all his plans. All the wishes in the world, so why should he care? Jordan has reported there's a fairy shortage, so Timmy has to share.
So all in all, I could say this, it didn't leave a good impression as a season premiere. I do want to see more of Chloe, because I do like the fact that she's very hyperactive, but I just don't feel like they're going to flesh out this dynamic that well. And then another problem is, you've already shown us what the future holds with those little dumbass live action movies, and we see Chloe is nowhere to be found. So yeah, there just wasn't any point to it. I really do want to see more of Chloe and how Timmy's gonna adjust to this and how everything's gonna go. I am looking a little forward to the rest of season 10. I just wish the premiere could have been a lot stronger. But that's just a thought. And where the fuck was Sparky and Poof in all this? They were like nowhere to be found at all. What the fuck?